What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. So today I wanted to talk about why the Maritime Academies have a regiment and what's the purpose of the regiment in Maritime Academies. Now there's a lot of reasons why there actually is a regiment, but number one on the list is discipline and obedience. The regiment, what it basically does is there's a structure in the regiment with people who are ranking higher and people that are ranking lower. The lower people being like the mugs and the lower classmen, and the upperclassmen being higher, and then you have your leadership in charge of the regiment that are cadets. Then you have people that are mates that are in charge of the regiment, like commanders and lieutenants. And then you have your actual mates on a ship, so third, second, first, and then your captain. Basically, the regiment is there so that you can learn obedience to your higher ranking person. If you're a third mate on a ship, which is what I'll be once I graduate, I'll have my third mate's license. I need to be able to obey my second mate, chief mate, and captain. So the regiment is structured so that each class has a little bit more responsibility, and they also take care of those younger than them. So an example of that would be when I was in Indoc, they used to call them IDOs. I think they changed the name now. But IDOs were indoctrination officers, and we also had squad leaders. So squad leaders were third class, and basically they had completed their mug cruise and now they were teaching the current mugs the ways of the school, and the mugs had to be obedient to those third class and everyone else above them. Obedience and discipline is really important on ships because once that ship leaves the port, there's no going back to land. That ship is on a mission to deliver whatever goods it has on the ship, whether it be a tanker or a container ship. Like, you can't just walk off that ship if you're a mate or if you're an AB. So there needs to be a discipline structure on that ship so that the mates respect those higher than them and the decision making, because you're stuck on that ship with those guys and you need to respect them and obey them. At the end of the day, it's the captain's ship. What he says goes. So the regiment sort of gets you ready for how it is out in the industry, being someone that can respect leaders and take orders from those higher up than them, being someone who can take orders from people higher up than them is important in discipline and obedience. Obviously, if something is like morally wrong, then you're not going to want to do that. Like if their chief mate or captain is like, yeah, spill this oil into the ocean, that's a little bit different. But generally, I'm talking about them giving you an order that is not like morally wrong, and then you have to execute that order because everyone has a job on that ship, and if even one person doesn't do their job on that ship, it creates a lot of stress for the other people because they're gonna have to pick up your slack. You can't just kick someone off the ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. You have to wait to the next port to fire someone or replace them. So you're really dependent on each other. Alright, so we just had formation, which was part of discipline and obedience. And right now we are in class and we are about to take the boats out for a second day in a row. Fast rescue boat was fun when we took it out last week, so I'm kind of hoping we get on that again. But the Boston Whaler actually wasn't that bad. It took a pounding on the waves, but it was still pretty fun. It's very agile, the Boston Whaler. You turn it just a little bit and the rudder goes and the boat responds immediately. But this brings us to our next reason why there is a regiment in the Maritime Academies. So the second reason is teamwork. So on a ship, like I was saying before, you have to depend on each other because you can't just replace someone like you can in a regular workplace. So teamwork is really important, and that's something that they emphasize here at school. Being able to communicate and work well with others is really important when you're shipping out in the maritime industry. And just that's a general life skill that's, I think, is really important, because without communication, stuff really just doesn't get done. So even if you're not going to ship out for the rest of your life, the regiment actually is teaching us skills that we'll need to know later on that maybe regular college students aren't getting that degree of communication skills and team building skills. I would say maybe comparably is a sports team that you'd be getting it, but this is like real world implications. It's not just like a game. Not to downplay sports and what they offer, but you can get some real life skills from this school if you go into business or any other industry, not just shipping out. Looks like the White House.
I've been in there.
Alright, so we're back from our class. We were just out with the boats. We went to Kings Point, and then we went to the Whitestone Bridge. Really beautiful there on the water. You can see like parts of Long Island, Kings Point, Long Island, and then it's the city, and just beautiful views of the skyline of Manhattan. Love being out on the water. But the next reason why we have a regiment in maritime colleges is physical fitness and mental agility. Sort of like how the military does boot camp, and although you might not be doing battle stuff if you're in the military directly, you need to be able to deal with stressful situations, and you do need to be decently physically fit just in case something does happen. Even if you're in the Navy, you need to be able to run decently fast, to be able to swim, and you do need to have some physical skills, and you do need to have some physical skills in case of an emergency. But mostly it is the mental side of, can you take what's being thrown at you in stressful situations, deal with it on the fly, and still come out at the end in one piece. Going along with mental agility, you'll also be developing poise and confidence skills. So if you're given responsibility here at the college to accomplish a task, and you can do that task, and you can pick up harder stuff to do, your confidence builds, and by the time you get out into the industry, you're ready to take that next step, the responsibility of being a third mate, or if you do any other job related to the maritime industry, you have confidence and confidence in yourself to do the job. Before dinner, I'm gonna do a push-up workout, and I'm gonna try to do an ab workout, but honestly my back is shot right now. So I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do a push-up and an ab workout today, but we're gonna attempt it right now. Alright, just finished the push-up workout, about to eat dinner. Gonna do planks later. But honestly, I think I'm gonna be dead. My back My back is like pretty sore already, but we'll see later. All right, just got back from dinner. It was chicken, potatoes, and meh. It was just meh. But I got some tea. Have you ever seen Heinz? I'm trying to get into focus here. Have you ever seen Heinz honey? They make like honey packets now. They used to make just ketchup and stuff. Like, I don't know if these have been on the market before COVID, but yeah, I mean, it's literally just honey in like a ketchup packet. So, about to feast up on some tea right here. I'm a big tea guy, but I've gotten into coffee lately, and I have a feeling that first class cruise or the next boat that I'm on, I'm gonna be a coffee guy also. I prefer cold coffee over hot coffee, but honestly, I feel like the cold coffee just tastes better. But like if it's something like Starbucks where it has a little flavoring in it, they put some like sugars in it, then I do enjoy a nice hot Starbucks coffee. And this brings us to our final reason why Maritime Academies have a regiment. It is a sense of duty and moral and ethical responsibility. So for a sense of duty, you're part of something bigger than yourself. So when you get out into the industry, you're accomplishing tasks that are also bigger than yourself. And the moral and ethical responsibility, the regiment sort of teaches you right and wrong, kind of. And that transfers over to the industry and how you're gonna treat other people as a leader, especially if you're talking to your lower ranking individuals on a ship, like ABs, able-bodied seamen, or your other coworkers like your mates and so on. This also applies to environmental issues because there are laws governing environmental issues, like can you throw this over the side? Can you not put that oil in the ocean? So this is stuff that if you're in the regiment, you're developing, and hopefully by the time you're out of the regiment, you have that moral and ethical responsibility to make the right decisions. But now I'm about to finish my workout. I'm going to do I think it's a 4K today, 4K warm-up drills and then a 4K run. I stay in shape personally because I'm in ROTC, and I also just like working out in general. I get very bored when I'm not working out. Sometimes I do take breaks and I fall off, but generally I'd say working out is a part of my life and my personality. And when I play sports with my friends, I like being in shape, you know? Like if you're gonna play basketball, might as well be like have good cardio, because then you can sort of like crush it while playing basketball with your buddies. But yeah, so I'm mostly training for the PRT, so let's get into it. What's going on, guys? So we're doing a 4K drills, 4K. Today is easy. I'm gonna do like 9 minutes 30 seconds to 10 minutes and 30 seconds between each mile, because tomorrow I have a time trial. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a 1.5 mile time trial, and we're gonna see how much progress I've made versus my PT scores from last semester. Last semester's PT in the fall, that was my best one. I did a 9:35, hoping to break 9 on tomorrow. All right, we just finished the second 5K, and that was a total of 6.2 miles. It was pretty easy. All of them were like 9 minute, 45 second paces, just like 10 minutes. I got a little fast at the end there, but overall, pretty chill run. I was running for like over an hour, I guess, if it's 10 minutes for 6 miles. But it very relaxing. Had my music in, listening to rap right now. All the songs were hitting different tonight. Really good songs. And overall, I'm pleased with how today went. I'm definitely getting better at storytelling in the vlogs. So thank you guys for watching the whole thing. If you enjoyed me explaining why Maritime College has a regiment, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so that you get reminded whenever I post a video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.